see you are gathering here, so hopefully I might gonna see many of you today because my schedule is set now, right? I am live at this time, Monday to Friday. So before I start this class, I want to talk about my Zoom classes. I'm just receiving the text messages from some of the students that they are interested to get a speaking course from me because they want to practice their English skills more, because at this time I am just providing it every Saturday. And if you are interested to take like paid speaking course, then you need to send me the text. Then I will see what time I can accommodate you, because if it's possible, then I can do only daytime when it's your daytime, for example, 3 o'clock or 3:30, something like that. Okay. So hi, BS channel. So today, before I start my lesson, I just want to share one quote with you, because sometimes I like to share the quotes. I feel like sometimes the quotes gives us like a moral support. And this quote is interesting because many of us sometimes struggles with the confidence or with. So the quote is like, don't be satisfied with stories how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. So it means that do something by yourself, right? Instead of just listening the motivational videos or just listening other people's successful stories, do something by yourself too. Because if you think other way, जो लोग कहीं पहुंचे हैं किसी मुकाम पे, they did a lot of work towards it, right? उनके बहुत सारे sacrifices होते हैं life में. कुछ भी achieve करने के लिए बहुत कुछ करना पड़ता है. So that's what it means. So I really liked it. I was like, okay, because many people sometimes are looking for shortcuts. और life में shortcuts नहीं है if you want to be successful. उसके लिए you have to be consistent. Consistent means जो काम आप करना चाहते हो उसको daily basis पे devotion कीजिए, time spend कीजिए उस पे, right? Perseverance. बहुत ही ये सारे words हैं कि stick रहिए अपने mission पे और उस पे काम करिए. और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है, for example, most of you, if you are here, then your main purpose is to enhance your English skills, and especially your spoken English skills. But again, same thing, spoken English will come when you have all other skills strong and you are using it, practicing with it, right? Okay, so let me see. Hey, oh, thank you, VS channel. Hello, Dipesh. Okay, so let's move on to the lesson today. I'm just going to read one passage from Mendel's quickly, and then we're going to move on to our close, and then we'll be doing the what we are working today, possessives. और possessive की बात करेंगे आज, थोड़ी सी grammar की बात करेंगे. Okay, so let's move on to the lesson. So this one we were talking about the traits, how we inherit the traits, and I will not spend a lot of time on the screen. We're going to move on. But before this, I might gonna make it a little bit bigger because I actually didn't realize that I need to make it bigger, because yesterday one of the students was saying that he was not able to read it. So That's fine. We can make it the fonts bigger so you can see. Hopefully you are able to see now. So, okay. Yes. Okay. So let me go to the screen here so I can. Okay. So when do recessive trait appear? Recessive. Now look at the chart of Mendel's flowers. In the top row are red and white flowers. This is the generation, right? So you see the top one. This is the one generation. And the red flowers has two dominant genes. And if you see this R, and these two R's are bigger letters, right? In other words, capitalized, capital letter हैं वो. इसका मतलब है वो dominate करते हैं, right? तो dominate means दबाना किसी को, दबाना, dominate करना, in other words, right? So the white flower has two recessive genes. You can see जो ये वाले white flower हैं, इनके जो हैं वो small r है, right? छोटा r जो letter है. In other words, जो small letters से कहते हैं, right? तो उनको वो क्या है? वो छोटे letters हैं. That means कि they are recessive genes. वो ज़्यादा ताकतवर नहीं हैं, वो weak हैं. So in the rest of the flower, so here in the next row, the second generation, all the flowers are red, right? So you can see all the flowers are red. The second generation में सारे ही red हो गए, right? And now because why they are red? I don't know. Oh, sorry about this color. So सारे ही red हैं. Why? All the flowers are red because they have one dominant gene and one recessive gene. So you see RR. So यहाँ पे दोनों big R, dominant, recessive, right? You can see here R. So इसमें big R, small r, big R, small r, big R, small r, big R, small r. So इसमें दोनों ही हैं white वाले, red वाले, white वाले, red वाले, white वाले, red वाले, right? Now because, now when we talk about because shows us cause and effect. ये याद रखो इस चीज को कि कोई भी हम जब बात करते हैं तो because यहाँ पे आता है वो reason कि क्यों हुआ और क्या हुआ, right? क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? All the flowers are red. उसका क्या reason था? They have one dominant gene and one recessive gene. ये बहुत ही important words हैं. ये इनको हम कहते हैं signal words और आप इनको keywords भी कहते हो. So all the flowers are red, right? Like for example, in your daily conversation, if you talk about and you say, I am going to my uncle's house because my cousin is getting married. So because reason हो गया, right? So कुछ भी ये हम बहुत क्योंकि मैं वहां जा रहा हूं क्योंकि ये हुआ. तो because is क्योंकि. So बहुत important word है ये जो कि cause and effect में आता है. So because they have one dominant gene and one recessive gene. The dominant gene determines the color of the flower in these cases. So वो ही determine करता है, वो ही उसको देखता है कि वो कौन से आगे जो generation है वो होगी. Okay, so this one I will quickly change this. I'm sorry about on the last screen it was just highlighted for a long time. Okay, make sure. Okay, so in the third generation, now look at this third generation. Third generation, one white flower appears. अब इसमें white flower एक आ गया. अब देखो इसमें पहले ऊपर वाले में एक था, दूसरे वाले में कोई नहीं था, but उनके अंदर थोड़े recessive थे, वो double R नहीं था, right? Second वाले में. And then third वाले में, you can see that RR, big वाला जो dominant है, एक flower recessive का आ गया. Then again dominant, so 3 dominant आ गए, एक recessive वाला आ गया, right? So that's what it is. So in the third generation, one white flower appears, that flower is white because it has two recessive genes. Mendel learned that the recessive color white appears only when it appears when there is no dominant gene. So are present in the pair. So that's what he learned. So now I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the screen, and now we are going to do this close activity. So this is a practice, and these are all the vocabulary words which you might be using it in many different situations. So that's the reason when you learn the vocabulary, learn the vocabulary in the context, okay? And encounter that vocabulary in many different situations, then that vocabulary is going to be your treasure, right? वो आपकी बन जाएगी property, okay? Now, let's move on and do this number 1. So I want your response now. Children are in different blank than their parents. So children are different blank than their parents. So what do you think is the first word we need to fill here in this blank in order to make it a complete, correct sentence? Sentence, okay? Now, come on, let's see. I am going to see your answers, and I will give you few seconds to answer the question. Otherwise, I will give you the answer. Okay, so number 1, and please let me know if you are able to read it. Otherwise, I can do the same thing. I can change the fonts. I can make the fonts bigger and divide all these questions on 2 screens, 2 slides. Okay, so here, when I am speaking this, I am speaking it very clearly, and I'm speaking it slow, so you can understand each and every word I utter. Utter means मैं बोलती हूँ जो भी आपको समझ आ जाए. Okay, so if you are not able to read the screen, let me know. Let me know. मुझे बता देना, right? Okay, so I can see there are students watching, but I want your interaction. So you are participating in this class. How you are participating? You are participating through chat. Okay? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Type your first answer. You can say through the chat or through chat. Okay. And when you speak, sometimes you don't use, you sometimes miss all these articles. Okay. It's not a big deal. So don't be too pointy. Oh, you didn't say a with this, or you didn't say the with this, because in writing, it's very different. But when you speak slightly different than the way you write, and it's applicable in every language that has 4 forms: writing, speaking, listening, and what else? Reading. But there are some languages they are just used as a spoken language. Those languages not in a written form. So there are some languages are like that too. And those languages are tribal languages, okay? Tribal languages. Those languages do not have a written forms, but they speak, okay? I hope. Actually, I took many courses on linguistics, so that's why I know about the languages a lot. Okay. Now, good afternoon, Tandap Dalma. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, okay? Correctly, and it's adverb. I hope you know this. Okay, now, so children are in different what? No one is writing the answer. Again, I'm telling you guys, please do not be scared. Please, because डर कहाँ है? आपके अंदर है. उसको निकालो. डर को निकालो. Okay? So, come on, give me the answer. I'm waiting for your answer. What is the first one? And if you, again, I'm telling you, if you are not able to see the screen clearly, let me know. I can change it. Okay? So, hello. So, Sarkari job update with Nimet. Hello. So, are you, first of all, are you able to see the screen? I'm gonna share with you again because, okay, go ahead. Let's see. Let me make it a little bigger maybe then, because if you're not able to see it, then it's a problem, right? Then it's a problem. Okay. And please, guys, I always tell you when I am desperately looking forward to your comments. I love to read your comments, because whatever I am doing it here on this channel is for you, right? It's not for me, it's for you. So if you have any kind of concern, like, or anything you specifically want to learn, you can let me know, and I will be more than happy to make those lessons for you. And these lessons, the one I will be teaching on Thursday and Friday, are actually students' demand. One of the students texted me that, ma'am, I am always confused with who, whom, or which, that, so please make a lesson on it. And he actually said which and that, but I have to make those all words because those are all connected. So they are relatives. So in other words, रिश्तेदार हैं वो, तो उनको मैं अलग नहीं कर सकती. इसलिए I have to make the lesson with all those. Okay. Now, by the time I was talking to you, I just made my slide a little bigger, so you all can easily see that. Okay. Now let's talk about this. Now I have 5 sentences, or fill in the blanks, or in other words, you can say close, because they all are from the passage we learned about Mendel's study, Mendel's research, not research, research. So when I'm pronouncing the words, I want you to please imitate, okay? And that is the correct pronunciation. And it's not about American English or about British English. This is about how you use the syllables. And believe me, I learned the syllables when I came here in America, because when I was in India and I did my schooling, we never learned what the syllables are and how we divide the syllables. And it's like a full-fledged lesson on, not lesson, it's a course on foundations of reading instructions. So anyways, so the first one is, let me see, generation. Children are in a different generation than their parents. Excellent, Anu. Yes. So children are, yes, so children are different generation. So we can write here, let me use the red color so you know which word we are using, right? Generation. Yes, so children are different generation than their parents. Excellent. Now let's talk about the second one. One blank is the color of your eyes. One blank is the color. Now here, guys, the spellings of color are different because these are American spellings. But yes, if you are from India, then you use this. But it doesn't make much difference because even if you are using COLOR, and now people recognize it, that these are the correct spellings and these are the American spelling. Because if I sometimes use COLOUR color, my computer is going to give me that it's a mistake, right? Because it's in American English. But yes, for your kind of information, these both spellings are correct. COLOR and COLOUR. Okay, now let me see. One blank is the color of your eyes. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I'm going to give you the word then, because we're not going to spend a lot of time on the same screen. Okay, so let me go back on this one. So one, what? Trait. One trait. You can see here this word, one trait. Okay. So again, we're going to use the red color. One trait. One trait is the color of your eyes. You see this? Computer is giving me that these spellings are not correct, but yes, in British English, these spellings are correct. Now, we blank family traits from our parents. So now so you don't get confused, I'm gonna highlight these because we already use these words. And now we have family traits, inherit, dominant, experiments, genes, members, and recessive. So which one do you think is the next one? We what? We, let's see, family traits from our parents. जो हमें मिलता है. अब now I can give you, जैसे property भी मिलती है, तो वो क्या word है? Yes. जैसे property भी मिलती है आपको. Yes, we inherit. We inherit. Yes. Yes. Okay, so the word is inherit. So we inherit. आप कहते रहते हो मैम मुझे फ्लुएंट स्पीकर बनना है, फ्लुएंट स्पीकर बनना है, तो फ्लुएंट स्पीकर आप इसी तरह से बनोगे जब आप बहुत सारी वोकैबुलरी सीखोगे कि आपके यहाँ पे जो है ना सारा खजाना वोकैबुलरी का, तो उसको आप यूज करोगे. फिर यूज करना है उसको, वो नहीं है कि खजाने को संभाल के रख लो फिर उस पे स्नेक बैठ जाएगा. I'm just joking. I okay. So we inherit family traits from our parents. Now, number 4, redness is the, now you remember the words we were talking about. I'm giving you hint. RR, what was it? Anyone? So redness, even, अब इसको अगर आपने अच्छे तरीके से ये words को याद रखना है ना, तो let's talk about, especially in Asian culture, कि males are, जो male होता है family में, they are what? And जो women होती हैं घर में, they are what? उसका फर्क देख लो आप. Okay? घर में क्या होता है? कौन है जो घर का बॉस होता है और कौन है जो घर को चलाता है बट बॉस नहीं होता. मतलब कल्चरली है, मैं किसी का वो नहीं कर रही, कल्चर है उस तरह से. तो think about that and then find the word and then I'm giving you hint, okay? Hint दे रही हूँ. Clue, in other words, clue. Clue भी कहते हैं इसको. Clue means hint. CLUE, clue, okay? Yes, okay. Dominate, yes, dominate करते हैं ना. तो घर में जो males होते हैं, पापा हैं, बड़े भैया हैं, they dominate, right? So that's what it is. So, okay? So, yes, dominant. Dominate करते हैं वो, right? ये dominant trait है जो कि dominate करता है. Excellent. Dominant. Okay. So redness is a dominant trait in pea plant. और इसको आप sweet pea भी कहते हो. Sweet pea plant. स्वीट पी ही कहते हैं इंडिया में भी इसको, और कोई नाम तो मुझे याद नहीं है. ये फ्लावर्स बड़ी अच्छी फ्रेग्रेंस होती है, वेरी स्वीट फ्रेग्रेंस. ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन, नंबर 5. ओके, so let me go back and highlight this one. Okay, so now we have family traits, experiments, genes, members, and recessive. So blank traits do not show up if one of the genes in a pair, yes, turned up, yes, but I'm asking you for number 5. Number 5, which one? Yes, recessive, excellent. So recessive gene. So recessive traits do not show. Yes, okay. So recessive. Now I have to write down it what? Bigger letter. Why I'm using the bigger in the beginning? Because that is the beginning of the sentence. And keep in mind, if you are a student or any professional, and when you write something in English, the very first letter is always the bigger letter, right? Because that's the beginning of the sentence. Okay. Are you ready for the next one? Now we have, let me actually change this one on the next screen. I can copy this because then you will have a better idea that you can use the rest of the words. The rest of the words. कौन से हैं rest of the words? जो हमने अभी तक use नहीं किए. अब कौन सा हमने यहाँ पे use कर लिया? Recessive use किया है. So now let's move on to this one. So brothers and sisters are what? Come on guys, quickly. Brothers and sisters are family traits, experiments, genes or members. ये तो बहुत easy है. Brothers and sisters are members of the same family, right? They are members of the same family. Members. Okay, members of the same family. Now, let's move on to the next one. The pea plant flower is white because it has what? It has what? Because it has 2 recessive what? 2 recessive genes. Yes, 2 recessive genes. Yes, I am just doing it a little bit quickly because I want to introduce at least the possessive nouns because we can move on to the next part, right? George Mandel did what? So genes, we can highlight this now. It's easy because we have only 2 words left, family traits and experiments. So George Mandel did what? Yes, that is very easy, experiments. So he did the experiments on what? On the pea plant, right? He was curious. You remember that word we learned yesterday? Curious. In America, the children books, a very famous book is A Curious George. And George is like a monkey and he is just so curious, like little babies, right? Okay, the next one is family traits. The last one is family traits are the characteristics, right? So now you know these words, right? अब किसी से अगर बात करो, किसी से अगर आप अपने वो किसकी शक्ल मिलती है तो you can say give traits, family traits. This is all because of genes, and genes में क्या है? Dominant genes हैं, recessive genes हैं. तो अगर आपकी शक्ल sorry, अगर आपकी शक्ल मम्मी से मिलती है तो वो ज्यादा डोमिनेंट जीन्स हैं, अगर पापा से मिलती है तो वो ज्यादा डोमिनेंट जीन्स हैं. सो डोमिनेंट एंड रिसेसिव, नाउ यू नो दिस. ओके, सो now are you ready for the next lesson? And our next lesson is about, okay, इसको भी मैं थोड़ा size change कर दूँ, ये बहुत ही I think small है. Okay, so single possessive with apostrophes. Now apostrophe क्या होती है? Apostrophe एक sign होता है जो कि ये वाला sign आता है. No, not here. I'm gonna give you the sign. And ये वाला sign, right? ये वाला sign. ये साइन अपोस्ट्रोफी है, यहाँ पे है देखो. So ये साइन, the possessive form of noun is used to show ownership. अब वो आप जैसे कहते हो ना, ये किताब उसकी है, ये बुक उसकी है, ये बुक रोशन की है, ये बेटी, ये मिस्टर तिवारी की बेटी है, समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो वो है ओनरशिप, वो किसके साथ रिलेटेड है, ओनरशिप आ गई. तो पोजेसिव, अब पोजेसिव की एक और एग्जांपल दे दूं, जैसे आई डोंट बिलीव इन ऑल दैट स्टफ, बट जैसे कहते हैं ना कि स्पिरिट किसी के अंदर आ गई, अब हिंदी में कहूँ तो भूत आ गया, राइट. तो यहाँ पे जो इंग्लिश में उसको कहते हैं कि पोजेसिव है. पोजेसिव मीन्स किसी ने उसको ओन कर लिया, पोजेसिव. ओके, सो the possessive form of noun is used to show ownership. Possessive means ownership, किसी की वो जैसे कह लो प्रॉपर्टी टाइप है. प्रॉपर्टी इज लिटिल बिट डिफरेंट, बट वो उसको बिलोंग करता है. इट मीन्स के बिलोंग करता है किसी चीज को. ए सिंगुलर नाउन नेम्स ओनली वन पर्सन, एंड आई एम श्योर most of you know the singular nouns and plural forms of nouns, right? So singular noun names only, single का मतलब ही सीधा है, simple है, one है, right? Very simple. Singular noun names only one person, place or thing. So चाहे वो place है, चाहे वो thing है, चाहे वो animal है, एक ही है, right? और उस पे I hope you know that if it's one, then you are using a. अगर वो प्रॉपर नहीं है तो ए है, अगर कोई चीज प्रॉपर है तो वो दा है. तो आर्टिकल तो बहुत ही इजी है यूज करने. ओके, सो नाउ so you can see this sign and the letter S. S मैंने वैसे अगर आप राइटिंग में जब लिखते हो तो S is always small in possessive nouns. I just made it bigger so you can see it, but yes, it's a small s. Can be added to a singular noun to show ownership. Now किस तरह से यूज करते हैं उसकी बात करेंगे. The book that belongs to the girl is the girl's book, right? हो गया ना, girl's book. This book belongs to, right? Like that. The animal that belongs to the farm are farm's animals. So you can see this, girls here, apostrophe, right? And then farm's animal. So किसको belong करते हैं, right? So ये book किसको belong करती है, किसी लड़की की बुक है वो, तो book belongs to that girl. Now, and then you can see the home that belongs to the family is the family's house. Now here this sounds like very different. जब हम families कहते हैं तो ये families possessive है, right? Possessive में है, but when you are talking about the plural form of families, that is also sounds like same, right? तो but उसमें spellings भी different आ जाते हैं. जैसे अगर मैं वो family की बात करूं तो वो family में आ गया families, right? ये वाला आ गया ना, families. And now ये family की अगर बात करूं तो these are the plural, like कि बहुत सारी families की बात हो रही है, एक family की बात नहीं है. बट ये देखो pronunciation में same है, families possessive और families plural sound same, बिल्कुल same pronunciation आ रही है. But how you recognize it, you can recognize only how the sentence is formed, right? So if I am talking about that home belongs to the family, right? So that family's house, right? My family's house. Now, my parents, my parents' side have many families because I have many, no, sorry, mother side have many families when I go to my Nanka house, you can say, right? Paternal homes. I have to go to see many families because I have 4 mamas, I have many cousin mamas, so I go to everyone's house, and I'm talking about myself too. Whenever I go to my village, my mom's, what you say, parental home, and then I have mamas, and they all live like separately in the same village. So I have to go to every family to see them. So when I go there, I have to meet many families. I have to visit many families. Same thing is in my father's side. So that's what it is. Families is plural, right? Okay. So now we're going to talk about, okay, guys, I don't know, I have to keep track on the time also. So I am introducing you this, but we're going to do some practice activity tomorrow, and then we're going to talk about plurals. And you are learning grammar skills, but in a very practical way. Okay, his families matter. Yes, his families matter. Yeah, girls' families matter too. Girls' sides families matter too when you take a decision, right? Okay, yeah, so you can use this, yes, in a many different ways. There are many families um, in the village, or you can say there are many families lives on my street, right? On the street, on. ये in नहीं होता street में. अगर आप preposition की बात करते हो, तो there are many houses, or there are many families lives on my street, right? On, or you can name the street, on the street. Okay. So yes, excellent. So again, guys, if you are here the very first time and you are interested to join my Saturday's free, 100% free Zoom class, you are most welcome. You can text me, WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp me, and then I will add you in my list where I will send you the invitation on Saturday morning. And again, some of the students are interested that they want a paid course. If you are interested, you can let me know. I am not teaching any course right now, but I can think about it. And the time will be the daytime. Daytime, when I say it's going to be like a 3 o'clock or something like that. Okay, 3 or 3:30. That will be the time, because that's the only suitable time I have. Otherwise, I cannot do it. Yes, during summer break, when I have my summer break, it's going to be on the 3rd week of June till 1st week of August. Then I have like a pretty much 2 months when I can teach the courses if you are interested to, but not at this time. Okay, so I hope you understand. Is it possible to send your Saturday Zoom class on Messenger? What is the difference between sending you on WhatsApp or on Messenger? I don't understand that, because see here, that phone number I'm using is I just bought that phone for that purpose. I never try to send the message on Messenger because I have so many students and I send the message to many students, and I created the groups. That's why I was telling you, if you will not be joining my class for 2 weeks, then I'm going to remove your name from that list, the list where I send the messages, right? So I have a lot of work, Anu. This is not easy. So it's like it takes, I will say, a lot of time, okay, when I create all these groups for the invitation. And yes, okay. Yes, Tanda Dolma, did you send me your number, the phone number? Because you have to send me the text message on WhatsApp, and then I will add your name in my list. So guys, again, if you are a new subscriber and you want to join my class, please, when you send me the message, send me your name also, because I want to know your name in order to create your name like in the list. Okay. So any other question, if you have, you can write in the comment section, because I read my comments, all the comments. So, and I try my best to reply you, write something on the comments, but sometimes because of the shortage of time, I just like your comments. But yes, one thing is sure, that I read all the comments, okay? And I keep in mind, if you ask me something, if you want any like a lesson on demand, that's what I do that, okay? So I have to conclude this lesson, and I will see you tomorrow, the same time. Indian Standard Time is 4 p.m. So now I have to leave. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Okay.